take a seat. You hear about the job?
Yes, the job. I don't know what it is, though.
Don't you worry, we know all about you. We've had our eye on you for some time.
You do? I mean, you have. I mean, it's great that you've had your eye on me all this time, but I mean, I don't know what the job is. In fact, God, I feel stupid sitting here right now.
Funny you should say that.
Say what?
God.
God?
The situation that is about to become vacant is that of God.
Oh. Bono stepping down, is he? You two looking for a new lead singer?
No. We are talking about the real thing here. The supreme being. The Alpha, Omega. The Almighty. The All-Holy, merciful ruler of heaven and earth. The Judge of all men. The Creator. The Preserver.
Still sounds like Bono to me.
Let me make this clear. I am talking about the God.
Jesus.
No, not Jesus. No, that gets us into a whole different theological area. No, the position we'd like you to fill is that of God.
Well, but isn't there already somebody doing that sort of job on a long-term fixed contract sort of thing for the whole of eternity?
A position is about to arise. So, are you interested?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'll try anything once.
Fantastic. Let me introduce the panel then. I'm Peter, and this is...
Hang on a minute. Peter, as in St. Peter?
We don't use those outdated and frankly quite elitist terminology anymore. It's just Peter, just plain Petey. There's no more saints, no more archangels. Is that not so, Gabriella?
Hello, Sam. My name is Gabriella. You may have read about me as the Archangel Gabriel. Well, I was a woman trapped in an archangel's body, and now my journey to womanly fulfillment is complete.
Jesus. But I mean, how do you feel about that? How does God feel about,
We're all about being inclusive here. I delight in my sister's journey, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Your name is Sam, is that right?
Yes, that's right, yes.
Isn't it just meant to be? Isn't it just lovely? I mean, it's got the 3 letters, it's got a solid A in the middle. It is absolutely perfect. That'll be himself. Gabby, get the beards. Oh, goodness me. Hello, God. Yeah, he's here with us now. Yeah, looks good, sounds good. His name is Sam, isn't it absolutely perfect? No, he doesn't have a beard. Well, yeah, I know you wanted a beard, but you can't have everything. You're just going to have to put up with a beardless God. All right, we'll talk to you later. All right, bye. Sorry about that, Sam. Now, where were we again?
I think you were about to interview me for the position of God.
We don't really have to ask you many questions. One of the perks of being on the board of directors here is the fact that we have level 5 GKE clearance.
GKE?
Oh, goodness me, do you not know anything? Right, here we go. God knows everything.
Oh, but here's a question we can ask you. Say you got the job. Say you became the next God. Where'd you see yourself in, say, 5 years?
Where do I see myself in 5 years?
No, 5 years is a bit ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, what about 5,000 years? No, better still. 500,000 years. Where do you see yourself in 500,000 years?
Well, being godlike, I suppose. I must say I'm very confused by all of this.
Don't you worry, we understand. You've got all of eternity to get your head round it. Now, let's have a little look and see if I can find any more questions. Oh, this is quite a good one. Do you have any weaknesses that might impact on your ability to do the job of God? Do you know what, Gabby? I'm really enjoying this, you know. I mean, it's far better than standing at those pearly gates going, yes, no, yes, no. Purgatory for you, yes, no. It can get quite boring. Anyway, sorry about that, Sam. You've had a second now. So, any weaknesses?
Well, I don't suppose I'd be very good at that old public speaking thing. I get a bit nervous.
I wouldn't worry about that. Last time God did a bit of public speaking. Well, when would that be, Gabby?
Oh, let me see. That would be with Moses.
Moses. And to be fair, Moses did most of the talking, but that's Moses for you.
Moses. Talk. Oh, this was years ago, and Moses was talking to God, and boy, does that man like the sound of his own voice. Well, God just got so fed up that he set himself on fire just to shut Moses up.
Nah, there's not much public speaking now. Like I said, there was in the old days. But anyway, I think that's all the questions we've got for you. So, have you got any questions for us?
I'm a bit confused. I mean, why isn't God up to the job anymore?
Talk of the devil. Well, not literally the devil, because he has a totally different ringtone. Get the bits, Gabby, get the bits. Right, here we go. Hello, God. Yeah. He's here with us now. Yeah, we like him. What was that? No, he doesn't have long hair. No. We explained this in the board meeting. I did a report on it and everything. Did you not read it? No, you didn't. No. No, if you'd read the report, you would have realised that we're not looking for a man with long hair anymore. No, we're looking for a more smarter, more sharper, more snazzier image. No, you do not get the final say anymore. We are on the board of directors. We get to say what's going on. Gabby, he's gone and hung up on me again.
Doesn't sound like he's up for the change.
He'll be all right. He's just old school. He'll come around.
Of course he will. The whole life after death market is going through a radical change, and he knows that he's not up to using the restructuring that goes with that.
Look, I'll be the first to admit that he wasn't happy with the whole situation. We've been through some difficult times together, but it's time for him to move on. Time for him to spend a bit more time with the family.
Yeah, we're moving towards a more corporate governance sort of structure with a board of directors and an executive board. Our market research shows that God wasn't delivering the everlasting life that people wanted.
Basically, people were choosing between everlasting life up here or everlasting sex, drugs and rock and roll down there.
Oh, and the whole negative marketing thing, well, that put up people's backs up. I mean, all the fire and brimstone sort of stuff. Oh, no, it made us look, well, I don't know, holier than thou, real turn off.
So, it was either sink or swim. We were merely hemorrhaging numbers to the crowd down below.
Down below, as in...
Hell, our main market competitor. Over the last few hundred years, Hell has repositioned itself in the market to become more cool and trendy.
It has?
It has. Have you ever heard of John Milton? Have you ever heard of him?
The poet?
Poet, my eye. He is the greatest marketing executive of all time. Do you know, without people even realising, he has managed to repossession Hell in the market. He has made it the hottest ticket in town. It is so hot that it is cool. He's got the sex, the drugs, the rock and roll, however you want it, however you like it. How could we compete with that?
When all we've got are a few angels playing harps.
Boring, boring, boring. Who wants to climb those stairs and listen to Ave Maria on the harp?
Oh, don't get me wrong, people love the stairs and the pearly gates, but not now. Not when you can get an executive elevator right down to Party Central. Oh, boy, do they know how to party.
So we had to do our own bit of fighting back, our own bit of rebranding. And this is what this is all about. A new God for a new heaven.
But we're not going to call it heaven anymore. No, that's going to change. Oh, this is so exciting. We are in negotiations with a major airline on Earth for them to access the naming rights for our new heaven.
We shouldn't even really be telling you this, but it's not even going to go public for a few months now, but heaven's going to have a new name. It's going to be known as, wait for it, the Emirates Paradise Club. I mean, isn't that just so much cooler than that boring old heaven?
Jesus.
Oh, no, Jesus is absolutely okay
No,
with it.
I mean, Jesus, as it doesn't really matter. I mean, wouldn't Jesus be the obvious successor to his father?
Well, ordinarily, yes, but we don't really believe in all that, you know, hereditary sort of privilege sort of thing. We're looking for a more progressive man with the people. And anyway, he's kind of big into the old hairy, beardy, hippie kind of look. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's a very niche sort of market. No, we're looking for a campaign that accesses all areas of the campaign.
Have you heard what Hell's new campaign slogan is? Hell is heavenly and heaven is hellish. Simple but brilliant. Very Milton-esque. No, the problem we have is not one single marketing director has ever qualified to get into here. Well, not even the bunch that did the John Lewis Christmas ads. Oh, we tried to bend the rules, but, well... they weren't really interested, so we're going with the same old boring campaign, you know, the one all about heavenly life. Come to heaven for eternal life. God, what are we going to get our TripAdvisor rating up with that sort of thing?
Bloody boring. It drives me up the wall with the bloody twing. It's him again. Get the beards going against the beard. Yeah, there we go again. Right. Hello, God. No, he can't play the bloody harp. Yeah, I'm sorry, yeah. It's all been a little bit stressful, to be honest. We've all said some things that we regret. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, yeah. We'll get harp lessons. Yeah. Gabby, put harp lessons on the list. All right, better go now. All right then. Bye.
Oh, Pete, are you all right? As I always say, no one can forgive like God can. It's been rather stressful over the last few hundred years, you understand. Now, what were we saying?
You were talking about everlasting life and that?
Oh, yes, well, everlasting life. Oh, Pete, are you upset? Oh,
I'm all right, Gabby, I'm all right. You see, the thing is, Sam, you know, God is all seeing, all feeling, all wonderful. But of late, he's been getting angry. And the last time we saw him this angry, well, you better tell him, Gabby.
flooded the whole place. You may have read about it.
Oh, the flood. You mean Noah and the ark?
What a year that was. I was treating those pearly gates for us for centuries. Health and Safety did a big report on it. What was it called again?
Oh, the Genesis report.
That's it. Never should have happened. Never should have happened.
Boy, was he angry that day.
We nearly lost everything that day, only for the fact we got the word to Noah. Fair play to that man. He built that ark. Very practical sort of man is Noah. The emotional intelligence now of a newt. But ask him to build something. And he was there with his little clipboard. What was that little saying he had again? I know. Not one, not three, but two, and only two. He loved that, did Noah. Clipboard Noah, we used to call him.
Except you couldn't have a conversation with them that didn't involve nails, sails and gales. Oh, we lost a few species that day. You ever heard of the dat?
A dat?
Dat. It's a lovely little creature. Basically, a dog that poos. But Clipboard Noah got him onto the ark, all right, with his not one nor three, but two, and only two thing. But, well, then they got lost. Last time they were seen, they were heading into the lion's enclosure. And the rest, as they say, is dinner.
A dog that purred. Jesus, that sounds... I mean, couldn't God create another one?
Oh, he was angry. Very angry. There was no talking to him that day. And if he had created another dat, well, that would have opened up a whole can of theological worms.
He'd have to admit to flooding the whole place, and well, God, the whole thing about God is you don't make mistakes.
So, that's why he's hanging up the beard. It's sad, but it's time for him to move on. We can't have that again. Anyway, Gabby, tell him the plan.
You sure, Pete?
Yeah, Gabby, tell him the plan.
Well, we are moving towards direct marketing. The OR thing has been going on for some years. OR, you understand, stands for organised religions. We set them up in the Middle East, in Europe, in Asia, in Africa, in the Americas. Some of the ones in the Americas with nothing to do with us. But they went on for a while, all right, but they didn't like using the prescribed tixies, so they did their own bloody thing. No, we're getting rid of them all. And from now on, it's direct marketing.
You see, the thing is, Sam, the internet has changed the way we can do business. We can talk directly with the people. You see, our techie teams have been working on a few sites. We've got them here. Let's have a little look. Now, we've got InstaGod. We got TikTok God. We got Snap God. We got Meta God. We might even get X-God.
Hashtag God is good.
We want to make this place attractive again.
Hashtag God is fun.
So, what do you say? You want to be our next God?
Well, I don't know. I'm very confused by all this.
Well, there is a sort of, there's like
remuneration package.
Yeah.
Oh, we wouldn't expect you to do it for nothing.
No, and it's not your typical, money package.
Oh, yes, of course.
Gabby, give them the details.
Yeah, I will. Let me just get the glasses on. Here we go. Here we go. So, for taking on the role of God, we will offer you infinite wisdom, infinite purity, the power to create new worlds, and absolute power over life and death, and 10% discount in Marks and Spencer's.
So what do you say? You're willing to be the next god?
I don't know. I mean, it sounds like a lot of responsibility. But if you think that I'm the best person for the job, then, well, who am I to disagree? Looks like you found yourself a new god. I'm going to need a lot of help, though.
Oh, don't you worry. We'll be there for you. You know, that first week for himself. You know, the Garden of Eden looking all lovely. And then he goes and puts the wrong apple on the tree. Had to cover up the whole thing with the vengeance of God. Blaming Eve for that one ever since. And suffering the consequences too. No, don't you worry, we'll be there for you. We expect the odd little thing to go wrong in that time span.
I'll just go and see if the ark's still working. Only joking!
Anyway, we better go and tell himself the good news. See how he takes it. Gabby, would you mind coming with me?
Of course not, Pete. Sam, or should I say good too? You won't regret this.
No, congratulations again, congratulations.
Oh, this is so exciting. I wonder what you-know-who will think about this, the beast below.
I bet he's feeling the heat, eh?
Oh, that's a good one, Pete. We were talking to Niccolo, and he said we should do something to surprise the beast below. Something to catch him off guard.
Niccolo?
Niccolo Machiavelli.
Machiavelli? You mean he's here? I mean, I actually thought he was down below.
A lot of people think that, but he's actually more of a thinker than a doer.
Anyway, we talked to Niccolo, and he said we should do something different, something that surprised the beast below, something to catch him off guard, something radical, and so that's what we're doing. Or should I say that's what you are doing?
Anyway, I better go and tell himself the good news and convince him that it's good news. Gabby, you wouldn't have a hop there, would you now?
God, no.
Right. Anyway, we're only be a little bit of a time, little Mo. You make yourself at home and all that. Gabby, make sure you bring the bin with the beards. Come along.
Well, that was easier than I thought.